Good afternoon, Brooke. It's Kerry here from Pacific Toyota Lexus Cairns. So basically what I'd like to do is give you a personalised high definition virtual tour of our 2018 Holden, Colorado Z71 that we have in stock. So basically before I start the video, I just want to give you a bit of a look at the dealership itself. And basically we made up around about 3 large dealerships here in far north Queensland. So we do have new car department that's about 2 kilometres down south of Cairns on the left hand side, plus our other pre-owned yard, and we have our pre-owned yard here on 77 Mulgrave Road. So before I go into the video, I just want to give you a look at what vehicles do we have in stock at the moment. So basically we stock in dual cabs, as you know that we're for sure, small SUVs, large SUVs, 4-wheel drives, commercial vehicles like your high-A's and high-load vans, etc, etc. So basically we are here in the city of Cairns. I'm not too sure if you've been in Cairns at all, Brooke. So that's the city. That's about 1 kilometre north of Cairns. So just the vehicles itself, we do have hatchbacks, sedans, and other sides of utilities and 2-wheel drives. So I'll just go through, show you what we've got in stock. As you can see, Brooke, in the background, that is a grey building. That's our showroom floor. So it's 2 stories. And if you are looking to finance this vehicle as well too, Brooke, as basically we have in-house finance. So Natasha is our finance business manager. So if you want a quote on that, we're happy to do that for you as well too. So alright, I'm just going to make my way down near the vehicle, and just before I start the virtual tour for you, I just want to let you know if there is any imperfections on the paint, scratches or dents, I'm happy to fix them for you at no cost. So let's get straight into it. So this is the 2018 Holden, Colorado Z71. So let's go straight down to the front bar. Alright, as you can see on the front bar, we have the factory fog lights. You've got your front sensors on it as well too, Brooke. That's on the passenger side, in the centre of the front bar, and on the driver's side as well too. So just making my way up onto the bonnet just to make sure there is no stone chips. As I said earlier in the phone call, the vehicle is the one owner, has got very low mileage, around about 24,000 Ks on it, I believe so. Local car from Cairns, and basically has been looked after really well and maintained. So that bonnet looks really nice, neat and tidy, clean. There is no stone chips on it. Just before I go, I'll go up onto the windscreen just to let you know there is no chips or cracks in the windscreen. Okay, so that looks pretty good there. So I'm just going to make my way back. Just going to give you a look down on the passenger side to the rear of the vehicle, just to make sure there's no imperfections on the vehicle. Just going past the front guard there, bro. That's actually very neat and tidy. Just at the rear part now, just having a look at those lenses. Just going to make the video go on top of the tonneau cover that slides open, and just make sure there is no hail damage on it as well too. So I'm going to go up onto the roof and just give you a look at that as well. Perfect. That looks really good. So I'm just going to make my way into the passenger side door. Just going to leave it the trim just to make sure how tidy and clean that trim is, and just make sure there is no wear and tear at all. It looks really neat and tidy. As on the kick panel as well there, Brooke. Up on the passenger seat, it's got a set of bedrocks, floor lining. So basically they melt into the floor itself. Just up onto the dash. Okay, that's the driver's side seat that I'm looking at. Basically come across onto the passenger side. Just giving you a look at the stitching, the embroidery into the seat as well. Just make sure the stitching's not coming away from the seat. Just up the front of it, that actually looks pretty good and tidy, clean as. Okay, just making my way to the rear of the door, onto the trim as well. Sorry, Brooke, there will be a lot of talking in it, so I'll try stop talking too much. But down on the kick panel, that's the carpet on the floor, so you can see how clean and tidy that is. I'll just go on the back of the seat so you can see there is no wear and tear, or normally if you do have kids, I'm not sure that you do anyway, but you can see that how clean and tidy, so it looks still new. And just going to look at the back seats just to make sure and check out the stitching for you as well, because it's got the full leather through it. It's actually very neat and tidy. I'm just going to pull the center of the seat out. Perfect. So I'm just going to run down through the tyres and rims itself as well. So you would like to look underneath the carriage. So just having a look at the chassis, around the wheel arches, how clean and tidy that is. Still got the original tyres on it, so has got plenty of tread on the tyres, about 88%. And just looking at those rims, there is no gutter ash on the back rear left-hand side. Just go down onto the side steps. There is a little bit of wear and tear here on the side steps, but you're going to get that on a side step. And just give you a look on the front wheel arch as well. Just give you a look how tidy and clean. So it actually hasn't been off-road. Around that rim. Perfect. So I'm just going to make my way back to the rear of the vehicle now, Brooke. Just give you a look down onto the rear bar. So you do have rear sensors as well, as you can see. There's a little mark just right here. So that rear back bar is actually pretty good. Very clean and tidy, so you can see that. Just up around that tail light. And just have a look on the tailgate itself. So on the tailgate, you've got your reverse camera. So I'm going to pop the tailgate down. Inside of this vehicle as well, in the tub, you basically get a lot of inliner. This is what you call a rhino inliner. So basically, the rhino inliners actually protect the lining inside the tray itself, so it saves you from scratching, and it does get a little bit rusty. There is a bit of water in there because it has been raining in Cairns, because we left the tonneau cover open. Alright, so that's just on the driver's side rear. I'm going to make my way down to the front of the vehicle now. Okay, bro, that is actually pretty clean, pretty tidy, and very straight as well too. So just going to go to the back of the rear door and just give you a look at the trim before we go further into the driver's side door. So just before we make our way into the cabin of the vehicle, just down on that kick panel, just up on the back of the rear seats, you can see there is no wear and tear on there. There's no scuff marks on the seats itself. just around the stitching. That is actually really good. Okay, just going into the driver's side door now. I've just got to be careful. I have got a few cars beside each other, so I don't want to scratch. I'm just making my way down on the kick panel. So there I found a little nick in the side of here. There's a little bit there, so I can brush touch that for you. Your floor mats, basically up onto the dash, on the passenger trim, and then I'll make my way into the vehicle itself. Before I do that, I'm just going to give you a look at the driver's side seat, so you can see there is no wear and tear on the seat that much at all, because it has not hardly ever driven it. And then you've got your embroiders into the seat as well too, so that's factory. Okay, you got your electric seats, so they can move back and forwards. Tilt your seat back and forwards as well. Okay, I'm just about to hop into the driver's side seat. Just having a look. The keys, they've got two keys as well too. They flick out. And I'm just about to start the vehicle. That was pretty cool. Okay, so before I get into anything else, just letting you know the mileage on the vehicle is done 24,229,000 Ks on it. Just looking around the steering wheel itself, so before I get into it, I'll just have a look around the steering wheel, so you can see there is no wear and tear on the steering wheel. Because you do get a little bit of a wear and tear on the steering wheel, because people have their hands on the steering wheel 24/7, because you need to. You can control the vehicle. So just looking at that side, on the left hand side of the panel of the steering wheel, is you've got your volume controls and your Bluetooth. And then on the right of your steering wheel, you have got your cruise control and radar cruise control as well too. So, okay, just make my way over to the audio sound system. As you can see, that the aircon vents. The audio itself is all touchscreen, so that's all touchscreen, so you can go into menu, pair up your phone if you want to, but we're not going to do it at this stage. Basically go through your music, your phoneage, going into your GPS as well, so you can set that up distance as well to your monitor screen. Not like you really wanted to do that. Go back out of that as well. You can control that off by your panel here with the audio, so you can adjust it there on your volume if you want to use that. And then on your aircon is actually, you got your climate control, so you can adjust your aircon system. So if you want it really low and cold, or if you would like to have it a little bit more temperature up, you can adjust that as well too. Just by pressing that, you can adjust your speed controlling on your air conditioning. Okay, just making my way down to the bottom where near the gear stick is you basically got your lane departure. So I'm not too sure you know much about your lane departures. Basically, when you're driving in between the lines, if you do go very off the lines, it tells you and it brings you back into the correct position. You got your traction control, you got your hill descent, and then you got your parker sensors for your front and rear. Okay, so I'm going to put it in reverse and give you a look at the reverse camera itself. And then I'm going to make my way back down and just show you that you got heated seats. So this vehicle does come with heated seats. Not like you really need to, but it has it anyway. You got your 12-volt plug on either side, left or right. And then you got your cup holders in the center part, and plus you got your 4-wheel drive mechanism. So just changing your 4-wheel drive from 2 high to 4 high to 4 low. Just lifting up the center console. That's where your USB and X plug is going to be. So your UX. Okay, and making my way over here, just giving you a look at the, you've got your owner's manual and your logbooks as well too. So So there's not really much of a service history on it because basically he's hardly ever driven the vehicle. There's probably 1 or 2 services on there, correct? And that's all done through islands, as you can see that. 16,000 Ks. So it's done 24,000 Ks on it. Next one's not due until 28,000 Ks. And that's on the 26th of the 6th, 2021. Alright, just going to give you a look on the driver's side door just to see the panels. So you've got your mirrors, basically central locking, your electric windows. And I'm just going to make my way into the engine bay now, Brooke, just to give you a look inside the engine bay, how tidy and clean it is. Sorry about the camera. Alright. So the age of the vehicle being an 18 plate, you can see that it's done no off-roading. It's done more gravel road than anything. That's the engine. Alright, Brooke, it's coming to the end of the video right now. Thank you for watching. Please do not hesitate to give me a call, let me know, and happy to answer any questions you would like to. Thank you very much for watching.